know what you mean.
Right. You put link.
Right. So let's bring the planning committee meeting to order, 6:30 p.m. on Monday the 4th. Agenda item number 1, petitions by citizens on non-agenda items. Anyone? Okay. Item number 2, minor subdivision plat. So we talked a little about this today, and you're going to be able to walk us through what we got.
Okay, so this is the parcel that we're working with right here, this Mill Valley Station parcel. It's on the corner of Illinois and Route 3. There is currently a cell tower on this property, right there, and it is zoned I-1. So they did a minor division to make it into 3 lots. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Because Casey's will be buying one of them. Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it? Didn't we have this up?
It did, but it didn't pull it up. No, it was the other one, wasn't it?
I
Remember
think so. Okay.
that? This one right here.
Yes. Okay, so here you can see it again. Lots 1, 2, and 3, and they split these 2 in half so that they can sell both lots.
I think Casey's had a specific lot size they wanted, and then lot 2 is the leftover, and then the cell tower has been established that area. So the owner of the property is keeping lot 2 and then lot 3 the cell tower. So he's remained in his possession of that.
Okay. In hopes of selling it.
He's going to keep lot 2 and 3?
Yeah. In hopes of selling lot 2 at some point in time, should we talk about access to that lot?
There will be an access point right.
Sorry, Roberto.
Right here.
Should I move it?
Don't move again. Right here will be right on the property line. There'll be a right in, right out off of Route 3.
Okay.
And then I don't have my pointy stick. Right here,
Don't leave your blind.
there will be right in and right out, and left in, left out, off of Illinois Avenue. And that will access this lot as well.
But the primary entrance will be off Route 3.
Correct.
We would assume that lot 2 will use that, but there's 2 points for whatever development goes on lot 2. You can get to Illinois Avenue or Route 3 one way or another.
When we work with Casey's, we have them establish ingress and egress easements for lot 2.
Perfect. Great. And the zoning on these was changed to?
So they will be changed, or have been approved thus far until your guys' decision, to be from I-1 to B2, which would be fitting for a gas station for highway-oriented businesses.
Okay.
Right, I think that's the next agenda item, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Any thoughts on this one? Anyone?
Does this go to planning and zoning?
Yes. Planning, not zoning.
Just planning?
For
And
the subdivision.
Both there?
They were fine with it.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Unanimous?
So, something that's unclear to me is the lot to the right, the south part of that lot, not the tower. The tower is pretty clear; it's there, it's staying. It's not. Nothing's going to happen to that. Is when that potentially gets developed as a B2, whatever that ends up being, maybe one day, their access to Illinois Avenue is through Casey's parking lot.
No.
Well, they
Back
have.
here. I mean, they have,
Yeah.
whoever drives out of it's going to take the least resistance path. But the established easements for access is the top and the bottom.
Right,
But
but
we
this
know-
plan doesn't show what I'm talking about. So
People are just going to cut through most likely if they want to.
yeah,
It's probably like when you go from Walgreens to State Bank, there's that little.
Right.
yeah, but that's screwed up.
That really is awful.
I would say
This
this
is
is
not
less.
going to be like that. You don't have to go like through an S curve in order to get there.
Yeah, because you're.
So we're not going to have to entrances, ingress, egress off of Illinois stacked right next to each other.
No, because zoning code won't allow
That's
two
what I was.
entrances.
That's what I was getting
Do
at.
you see this hatch here?
Yes.
So if this gets used, they'll have to come down and utilize the same ingress egress. Because
I see. That's what that's for.
Yep.
So you would turn potentially off Illinois Avenue. You can make a left if you're going westbound,
Yep.
and then you'd make a left onto whatever that south parcel would be.
Right. Yeah. And
I thought that zone, that easement there was for access to the tower, not to the south lot.
right. It's for the
Got it.
south lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe one day it'll go to the tower. We don't know.
I mean,
we don't care.
there's already gravel to the tower. They're just going to keep using that.
Most likely.
Okay.
What's happening with the drainage? Is that just for the street south? No, the water and the drainage?
No. I don't believe hardly any or any goes south. The detention area. There's a detention area capturing X amount, and then the rest will go to the drainage ditch that's on Route 3.
So what's that at on the plan?
Well, I think the site
We'll pull
plan
that
is-
up on an agenda item.
We're not to that point yet. I jumped ahead too, Hoppy. I'm sorry.
So as far
All
as,
right, you're just looking at the zone.
yes, as far as dividing this into two different lots, no other questions? Any thoughts?
Seems like the plan's in place, it's well thought out, so good to me.
Do we need a vote or recommendation on that?
You need recommendations.
So I'll make this.
This is the subdivision plat. The next one's the zoning map amendment,
Yes.
which is what officially changes it to B2.
Correct.
Yes, okay.
I'll make the recommendation to
And I'll
the
second.
minor subdivision plat as stated.
Okay. Got a Jordan and a Joel, all in favor, signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
You get Jordan and Joel?
Or Joel and Jordan, actually. So Joel was first.
For the zoning, we're not going to.
We don't need to.
You said it.
Backwards.
Okay, no problem.
Next would be the zoning map amendment with Casey's.
So we can use the same map. Currently, all three are I-1, light industrial, and we would like to change Lot 1 and Lot 2 to B2, so that they would be more highway oriented businesses, and that would give less tractor trailer traffic onto Illinois Avenue as well. That was a concern from planning,
Yeah.
a major concern from planning. It was, after that was addressed, it was unanimously favorable from planning and zoning.
So the B2 also matches on the other side of Route 3 as well. You have B2 on both sides. It's definitely a highway-oriented area, so I think it's very appropriate. And then the cell tower remains light industrial. There's no change there.
So this just needs approval for this, so that this can be voted on again, this is covered this evening.
Yes.
And how does changing this to B2 address tractor trailer traffic on
So,
Illinois?
the Casey's did a traffic study, is that what it's called?
They did a traffic
A
study.
traffic study, and they have these modules they create to show how the trucks can turn around and fit in there and just make it not inconvenience on all of these roads, because we were concerned with they were concerned with the right in and right out, pushing all of that traffic onto Illinois Avenue with the sports fields. And
So as a light industrial lot, you
That-
can imagine what is permitted would be heavier truck usage.
And that
most
would
likely.
keep this lot also light industrial, which could allow the tractor trailers as well. And now as B2, it could, but more than likely it won't be.
It's a lighter use.
It's less traffic, heavy
Minimal
traffic,
tractor trailer.
It should
Basically,
be more minimal.
gas refill. That's
more minimal.
So,
And actually, that was really the sticking point here to begin with, was the access to Lot 2.
Okay. Any questions? Motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
All right, Jordan this time, second. favor, signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Opposed? Thank you much. And commercial site plan for Casey's.
Well, let's see, Mike.
How are you supposed to read that? How are you supposed to read that?
Okay. So this is the utility plan, one of the many pages of the civil plans. But you can zoom in a couple spots. Start down here. Mr. Hopkins, you were talking about water detention. So, so right here, this is your water detention for approximately about this much of the property. It goes all the way back. It actually catches some watershed from a neighbor's property. That's all working here, and it works itself out into the drainage ditch. Another issue that during development was trying to get a pipe under this right in, right out to facilitate water. They originally had it where it's sheet flowing on top, and that's never a good thing. So they were able to work with IDOT and get a elliptical pipe underneath here, 18-inch one. And then the water that's left is sheet flowing down. And you might not be able to see this. They have curbing, and then they wind the curbing down, and it sheet flows into the ditch, and then it goes to the creek, which is right here. So for drainage, that's how the site works out. As you can see, the dashed line, here's your easement, your access easement. Here's the fuel tanks, and then the service pumps here. So, and then I think we should be able to see it up here. Here's your easement, and it cuts down.
Okay.
So again, this is your access point. It was wider. Zoning won't require a maximum of 36 foot. So they had to actually shrink it down a little bit to make that work. And as you can see, they had the utilities, gas, water, electric. I don't know if anybody's driven on Illinois Avenue last week. We already dug and did the tap for the gas. So we tapped it and we had a valve there waiting for them. So trying to be proactive. And then,
So real quick, while you're there,
Sure.
the access or the easement for lot 2 of this, would the developer for that lot or when that's going to have to put in a separate, how would that work with this?
they would have to work with Casey's if they wanted to use it to modify. They'd have to take out curbing and modify.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Casey's would be responsible for all the easements since it's on their parcel.
Yeah, it's
For there, and more importantly, the one off Route 3.
one of Route 3, yeah.
Because that's going to be the main access for whatever happens to that south.
I agree. I think
That
this
corner
This is
going
what's
to
going to
be
get used.
beat up if something ever gets
Yeah.
developed to the right and just for access to Casey.
Right.
Okay.
We don't need to, as long as they're aware
Private
of that.
property.
Yeah, as long as they're aware of that. Well, we don't, we've had issues with that.
Yeah. I was thinking the park, our park on Rogers, it's a shared entrance.
Right.
Okay.
No one's ever.
I do have a comment on the water taps. Do we always provide a separate irrigation tap? Why wouldn't you just put that off the domestic tap?
Almost every time it's separate taps.
Why?
Probably because they don't want a large service line. They'd rather have two smaller ones.
Okay.
I don't think the city would care if there was one tap. You'd have to come
The fewer
out.
the taps on our main, the better, I might think, but whatever.
Well, you'd have to come out and put a T at 2 curb stops. I'd say it's a wash.
We already have 2 curb stops.
Yeah.
And we own it up to the curb stop.
Yep. I would say it's a wash.
Okay.
So one other
Solid.
question. is, if you scroll out just a little bit here, zoom out just a bit. What about, obviously for them, sign is going to be key for this lot or for this property. Any idea on placement and what size?
Where's the monument?
I think it's right there, isn't it?
They have,
Here, let me zoom
that's
in.
on easement.
I don't.
Right here.
Yep.
It's on their
Right outside
side
the
of the
easement.
easement.
Okay.
It will have to be a monument sign, but they are allowed technically Illinois and Route 3 for their square footage. But that can't be any more than 6 foot if it's,
6 foot high?
Yeah,
so
most
the monuments are allowed.
That property is actually higher than Route 3, which factors into it.
This is a assumed property line, so I guess they could get a little, they're back from the property.
Yeah, they
line a little bit.
get-
So they might
They
get
can have a max of 12 foot, but there's a whole equation to figure out the, yeah, max of 12, minimum of 6.
They're somewhere between.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're actually set back because of the easement. They can't put it on, so if you go a foot back, 5 foot back, 1 foot up, I think I did.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
I have a drawing. I
Made it
can
complicated.
show you my map.
Yeah. I think that's in the monument, they do max out at like,
It is 12.
no, the size is like 100. Your monument can only be so large too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any further questions? Okay. Take a motion to approve commercial site plan for Casey's.
I'll make that motion.
Tina, thank you. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
We're not removing easements. That from the agenda. We're good on that one. You talked earlier.
Yes, we will kick that
We're
over.
good.
All right. So next one is North Point, lots 5 and 6. North Point development.
What are we talking about? Which one's first?
Commercial site plan.
Okay, so just to get our bearings, make sure we're on the same page. The cinema's here, scooters is here, and then these are the 2 lots. Okay. Let's see. I think I got it pulled up on there. The other. All right.
Okay, so they are taking up both lots, 5 and 6. It will be a 5-unit multi-use with the intentions of the ends caps being restaurants. And the 3 middle ones will either be office space or retail. There are 3 entrances and exits, one on North Point Drive, one on Plaza, and one on Evansville. The water is being not detained. It is being routed to the inlets and which will go to the detention pond
I'll pull it up real quick.
right there. So it'll route all the way over here.
All that development takes it to the central detention.
Do we have an issue there about that?
It does
detention pond need to be cleaned up?
Yes, and we reached out today and let them know.
Okay.
Yep. Seems like every time there's a development, we reach out and say, hey, the tall stuff is growing.
Right.
Time to remove that tall stuff.
So the development itself will have,
See, it doesn't. Selfish.
it has plenty of parking. Stacking will not be an issue because neither one of the drive-up units will be ordering. It's just pick up and go.
There's some stacking.
Like
But-
a minimal.
but very minimal.
Nothing that's a concern. The transformer will be in the back and gas will come in, gas and electric will both come in on the back property line. We are taking this opportunity to extend our gas line down to this property while we're under construction.
Bill's here. Bill, is there something you want to mention specifically on the commercial site plan?
No, this is pretty roomy. I mean, it's really pretty, that drive is pretty nice, got several entrances there that gives a lot of people a good ingress and egress out of there with multiple options. The utilities, you guys have been great to work with. Everything seems to be well planned out there. But I'm available for any questions or anything I can answer up here.
Where do we have the trash assigned to?
I'm sorry?
Where's the trash?
The trash
goes
over
the right
on this
rear,
corner.
The back right rear corner.
Okay.
Here.
What's all the pink stuff? Writing, because you can't read it.
This
You can
gray
zoom in.
area is the IAC handicap, handy turning spacing explicitly required for ramps. Is
Yeah, because I couldn't.
move markings back so they don't interfere
Oh, the
with
pink.
the inlet.
Yeah, the
Those are
pink.
HMG comments.
Yeah, like you can't even read it on a computer screen, much less.
The commentary from HMG.
So-
Minor by nature, but
So they're picking up markups yet on what we're planning.
they already, we've already pushed that through, but it's minor by nature. It's
So if you so you come in on Evansville, you can go across the back, or you can make a left.
correct.
But if you come in on North Point, you can't go across the back, is what I'm reading, right?
Looks like it says do not enter. Probably because the
It's not that
stacking would be along the building. Bill, are they that painted line? Is that
Yeah,
for?
so the front entrance is designed, you can go right and go around, or you can go left and go around. The far east entrance is designed to come in, and you can, it's one way across the back.
Right. Because you want the drive-up window to be on the left, obviously. You don't want to end
It's
up
just
like
a one way, and then the people on the west entrance can come in, and they can only come in right to the parking lot.
Okay.
Nathan, you use the term stacking.
Yep.
What's that mean?
Like McDonald's.
Yeah. Drive up, how many cars can be
Fit it,
parked
okay.
away?
That's what I thought, because I was on the side. I was like-
So zoning code requires X amount of stacking for drive-up windows or drive-through windows. Since you're not ordering through there, we feel it's not necessary to have 5 stacking for each window because it is pick up and go. You're not waiting.
What is it?
Like
What is that
Emos.
on the far
Emos.
eastern side?
You know, the Pizza Hut.
Sorry, what's that?
What's the, how
So
many, how many can you stack up on the far right,
Right here?
on the eastern side? Yeah.
2 or 3. Just like Emos, they have almost 0 stacking. You know, that's a tight parking lot.
It wasn't made for that, though.
Right. But do you see cars? You don't see cars
Every now and then, not all.
choking it too bad.
Yeah, you have two or three.
Bill would know about the stacking. We've talked about it pretty extensively.
The pickup orders for them is about 15% of their business. It's very small.
Sure.
Biggest portion of it is delivery. Very 5% or less on eat in. It does have dining room seats. It does, it looks like a good, but a lot of people don't. And then later delivery and pickups.
How many buildings have you built?
I've built about 60 of these.
And any issues with stacking?
No.
I think they would have addressed it by now.
After 60?
I would hope. Waterloo's different.
All right, any other questions?
All right. I think the one-way stuff in the back's going to get people real screwed up for a while, but I guess we get used to it. It's not.
It's like a roundabout, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it around about out.
And correct me, but you said the drainage would be 100%
Detained.
underground and piping?
Yep, they're utilizing 2 existing inlets.
Services?
Yep.
And then have you addressed the signage of this? Will it be attached to the building?
Have they submitted any specifics?
We haven't discussed I have talked to Bill about signage and he will pass on the information. But they are allowed 1 square foot per linear square footage, and they're allowed, if they would choose to do a pillar monument sign, they're allowed to do that as long as it fits within their square footage.
Yeah, they could put a pylon, 20-foot tall pylon on this side.
I just want to see if it was addressed.
And then, the three inner ones, they only get the width of their unit. The end caps, they get all kinds of signage, because there's 3 roads abutting it.
Yeah.
We don't get the rear one.
1, 2, 3.
Any other questions?
Well, 2 each, yes,
Yeah,
correct.
sorry.
Anything else? Anyone? All right, motion to approve the personal site plan for North Point lots 5 and 6.
I'll make the motion.
Jordan first. Anyone? Matt, second. Thank you. All in favor? Signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Easement for North Point.
Okay, we'll pass these out. This is draft. This is not final. We do not have this on city council agenda for tonight. There was one thing missing that we couldn't move it forward. So let me go back to the GIS. Might be easier to show this. Okay, so in this development, again, subject property, there is no easement through here or through here. So, which is good in our situation. We don't have to get rid of an easement. But in order to get utilities, Roberta mentioned the transformer back here. We need to get electric from this sideline easement to the center, and we need to bring gas from over here all the way down. So we're asking Hutch, who drafted up, two 10-foot wide easements straddling the east-west property line. 10 foot is standard easements. So the reason why we're not putting this on council agenda is they did not include telecommunication easement. So I think most people may know that when we put electric in for any reason, HCC piggybacks with us, and they'll run their fiber to the same location. So it's been a joint effort for many years. So I asked Jay Hutch to revise it and add that to it. So once we get the revision, then we can put it on city council, hopefully the next city council meeting, if we get a favorable recommendation.
We don't need to have another meeting just for this easement?
I don't see
Or-
it if you're okay with it as a whole.
It's the north 10 feet and the south 10 feet. Of
Yep.
the lot.
10 this way, 10 this way.
Right.
Yep.
All the way across.
All the way across. Yep.
Any issues? Anyone?
No issues there.
There's a lot of words in that document.
Yes.
North and south.
He's asking for some other things, and it's all stuff I wouldn't worry about.
Would like to have a chance to look through this and read it. Make sure.
Electric and gas.
But that's it. Do we need a favorable recommendation? Okay. Exterior easement for North Point for back and front of the back line.
Sure.
Joel, thank you. Second? Second?
I will second.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. All in favor, signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Second last, exterior building materials for North Point.
Okay, I think we'll have Bill talk about this pretty extensively. Let me pull up the. You know I had it right here, didn't I?
So this is what majority of his 60 buildings that he has put together for this design look like, with the EPIS and stone and brick and hardy board on this section right here. The current design that he has submitted does, all the orange spots would be hardy board, which is not an approved material. It is comparable to other concrete-based
it's alike, so that's why
That's why we
decided
brought it.
to bring it to this group.
We talked about this a little bit earlier today. I'm sorry. Bill, do you have some comments on it?
You know what, we've been using it. I built this same store for the same owner. This store is basically the same store that we built in Effingham. We used the hardy plank siding just to break it up. Accent it a little bit, and it shows off, distinguishes each of the units instead of picking out 5 different color bricks or, different stone and stuff like that. So we've used the hardy just on front accent to break it up a little bit. The entire building is brick for the majority of it, EPIS on the biggest part of it, and then there's some accent stone on the vertical portions, the bottom there, and just the EPIS mainly on the front and the upper parapet walls on the left and right side. And those colors that we're proposing to this particular location are basically almost identical to the Effingham store.
Is that the one we have up here?
It is. So those colors are basically, some of them are the same color as the EPIS.
So we talked a little bit about this earlier today, Roberta, and this is different than what is currently allowed. So this is an exception to that. What's allowed on Route 3? Personally, it looks very nice. I'd still like to keep things as uniform as possible, because if we start this, there's not a lot of development in that area yet. So this is one of a few, and if there's going to be more eventually, I'd rather not make exceptions now, but that's my thoughts. I'm just one person on the committee.
Looks like to me it's almost 50% hardy board on the front.
Probably it's a good amount.
Yeah.
It's a good amount.
If we're going to allow it, I'd almost, because if you look at the picture, that's the example. It's only on where
Where the signage is at.
the signage is there. It's EPIS under the Domino's, the Jersey Mike's, it's the horizontal hardy board. I would prefer it to be more like that than 50%
More brick and
or
stone.
more. Because that's half the elevation of the building right there. Is
Right.
What's the backside going to be? What's it have to be?
That is brick up 84 inches.
Okay, and then
Up to
EPIS.
about the top of the doors, and then EPIS.
Okay. I didn't catch that. I was only looking at the highlights stuff when I looked at it previously. Yeah, that obviously that's all fine.
I agree with Joel. I think what's in the picture is fine. Like,
Even the Domino's would be okay. Or
Yeah.
like if you scroll back down.
Yeah.
I don't want to nitpick and be the architect on this at all, but
That red up there is about 4 feet tall, just to kind of give you a scale.
Up here?
But on
This?
that store right here, it's only about 4 feet tall up there.
okay.
And what's the linear foot across the front?
I'm sorry.
Any idea?
It's not listed on there.
It's not listed. Do you know about how wide?
That Domino's store is around 30 feet or so.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Like I did that math wrong. 150
Ish. Yeah.
Even if you do tenant B and tenant D just with the vertical brick like you did at on that example.
Kind of go
I'd
up
be
with that
fine
Jersey
with
Mike's
that.
on the side right there.
Yeah.
There's a lot there, in my opinion, that's outside of what we typically approve. So,
Yeah. This isn't like the back side of a Mill Street business. This is a front side of a
correct.
highway
Cut
facing
through
street.
And it goes with
Highway
what
facing.
Gary said, this is going to set the standard basically for this area probably. And so if we start out with a lot of exceptions or an exception, that becomes a standard, and
Well,
are we okay with that?
yeah, but we allow split block. Look at the
Yep.
theater.
I feel like this looks nice up
Yeah, it
there.
does.
It does, I like it.
And the other stuff would probably look nice too. It's just a lot of the same thing. Would it all be the same color too?
No.
So it'd be-
Orange.
Yeah, orange, right? So the Domino's would be different than tenant B, different than
Yes.
tenant D.
Correct.
I see.
So it is.
And it would not match what's shown here. It would be closer to what's pictured.
I'm sorry.
It would not match.
No.
It would match more this picture.
Domino's, the ephes color is going to be the same. The stone and the brick, I picked out two different colors. The owner has that color. It's Kansas City, darker brick, the two-tone. And then the ephes is going to be similar colors in the center, and it's a dark color on the far east side up above.
Okay.
But as far as we've got brick going all the way up, sidewalk to roof. That's not showing on the design.
Right, we're looking at this. This is what we're being asked to approve. Right?
Correct.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. If this doesn't look like the picture that we say we like.
No.
Correct.
There's a lot of
It's
extra
quite a bit
rock.
different because you can see like the stone, like what was the stone on Domino's is not really what this
Right, and
design
this,
has.
I mean, if you look close to, this shows 2 awnings instead of 5 brows going across like the picture does. Which I'm okay with awnings. We have awnings,
Right.
But it's different, a little different. I would prefer the amount of the horizontal hardy board to be lessened. That's my preference.
Bill, how much square footage is this Jersey Mike one? Could you give me a ballpark? 100 and some?
Yeah, probably closer to 150, 175 square feet on tenant B and D. That is the 2 red center ones.
Do you have any examples of something that would be similar to those examples?
I don't think I have it with
Because if you like that square footage amount,
me. If you wanted to
Very-
if you
yeah,
wanted to
established.
lessen it, it makes no difference to me if we removed the Hardy from the Domino store and the far right store.
Oh.
That'd be the far right, far left.
So you just
leave
carry
it
the
at
ephes all the way up?
I'm sorry.
So you carry the ephes all the way up?
I'm going to change colors of it, but yes.
Yes. Yeah.
and then B and D would be as presented.
Yes.
Is there a challenge with working with the approved materials that the city has outlined?
No, it's just architectural aesthetics. I'm sorry, wrong one.
No, I meant for the builder. I mean,
He's using approved materials. He just wants to. It's architectural. I'm almost come full circle on this because it's gonna look better in split block, and we allow split block.
right.
He wouldn't even showed up here if he just used ephes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're correct.
I kind of see a point too. So
I'm okay with it. I changed my mind.
I think it's
Come
gonna
around.
look fine.
So sides, front, all the way across.
I'm fine with it. I'll even make the recommendation to approve as presented. I've come full circle in 5 minutes.
You talked yourself?
Yeah, I talked myself into it. I've done it before.
Okay. We have first by Joel,
I'll second it.
second by Tina. All in favor, signify by saying aye. 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 Opposed? Opposed.
Do we have this on agenda?
Did somebody approve?
Because we weren't sure.
You did?
This is not on the council agenda tonight because we didn't know.
Okay. I'm fine.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And last, item number 8, any comments? All right, seeing none, motion to adjourn.
So made.
Joel, Matt, second, all in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned at 7:09.
I just like